is a very passionate, very innovative and internationally known teacher, speaker, and influencer on the power of integrative medicine, yoga, and holistic lifestyle practices. She's the founder of Thyroid Yoga and Ajai, Alchemy. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a warm applause for Fern Olivia. In this beautiful dress, like a princess.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow, thank you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much, Indie Beauty Expo, Jillian Wright. I am so honored and so excited to be here today. Wow, thank you, Dallas. This is my first time here, and you've definitely shown me so much Southern love. I'm really loving it here, so thank you. So my name is Fern Olivia, and I am a thyroid healing expert, a women's health expert, a founder of my own beauty company, and an entrepreneur. My path has been quite challenging. I'm sure many of you could relate to that. And today I would like to tell you the 5 beauty rituals that have given me the confidence to stand up here today and to talk to all of you. Because years ago, I would have been petrified. So, without further ado, close your eyes and place your feet onto the earth. Because what we're going to do is the holy grail of beauty rituals. It's to ground yourself and to become present. So close your eyes and trust in my voice and begin to settle in. And let the corner of your lips turn up into a smile. And with your eyes closed, see if you can smile with your eyes. Get yourself grounded and feeling extremely present. Notice the sounds around you. Notice the humming of your own breath as you inhale, filling up from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, feel your chest soften, your shoulders relax, and let your palms face up onto your thighs or your knees. And as you inhale next, feel fire rising up the back of your body. And as you exhale, feel grace raining down the front of your body into your open palms, feeling everything you've ever desired, all the beauty, all the love, all the success in the entire world raining into your palms. Keep your eyes closed, a couple more breaths just like this, softening the space in between your eyebrows. Let the corners of the lips again turn up into a soft smile. Because that is your true beauty, the truest expression of you is when you can magnetize and attract beautiful relationships, business partnerships, energy around you. That is your aura, and we'll talk about that a little bit more today. Slowly begin to open your eyes and come back into this space. And just notice if you feel a little bit differently than when you walked in. More present, more grounded, more here, more connected with each other. All right, so beauty rituals. Today we got grounded. I'm going to share my story with you. And then get into my top 5 most potent beauty rituals. And then take some time for Q&A. So meditation, that's how we began. And really important in your everyday beauty ritual to just get grounded, get present, and connect with the true essence of you. So that's me. I always knew that I had gifts when I was little. I was quite the unique little child. I never thought I fit in. I was always talking to nature, to birds, to animals, to the elements. I always felt emotionally connected to everyone else around me. And I felt like I had this healing power in my life, that I could literally just walk into a room or into school and smile at someone and they would feel immediately safe and happy and connected. However, I did not always feel beautiful. Maybe some of you can relate. I was bullied extensively as a little girl. I was picked on. I was always picked last in gym class. And for that reason, I felt very insecure. Nor did the boys find me beautiful. I actually dressed up as an old man for my 9th grade school dance. And it was no wonder that I never had a boyfriend until college. And I tried to be athletic. That's me posing in my yard in a matching gym outfit, but I was always picked last in gym class. So it didn't happen until around a couple years ago when I moved to Los Angeles that I finally found my femininity, my grace, my sensuality, and beauty. And I finally discovered what true beauty really meant. And so let's backtrack just a little bit how I got from that awkward high school girl into a radiant woman that's now standing here today, very excited to inspire you. So back in college, I was, in a string of toxic relationships, emotional eating, binge drinking, trying really hard just to find myself. I was very disconnected from my body. I was always getting sick. I have a chronic thyroid condition called Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. And it's an autoimmune condition that affects the thyroid, but then also makes your entire body sluggish, weak, feeling fatigued. And so when you're feeling fatigued and you're feeling cloudy, it's really, really difficult to feel beautiful. So after college, I graduated with honors in biomedical engineering, and I studied entrepreneurship and finance as well. And I went into the financial field in New York City. I worked for Morgan Stanley and Citigroup. And for 7 years, I was absolutely miserable in my body. You would think that, dressing up in suits and Manolo Blahniks and carrying around this heavy black Michael Kors bag and a heavy watch and all of the things would make one happy, having a corner office and a swanky title. Yet I was extremely sick in my body, and I felt completely out of my alignment. And so it's no wonder that my body was fighting me. So back in 2008 to 2014, I was stuck in a cubicle. And it wasn't until I quit that job and left an emotionally abusive relationship, and then the next year, in 2015, moved to Los Angeles, that I was finally able to recognize that I was beautiful all along. I just had to let myself free and to feel that emotion. I found myself. I really discovered that I was beautiful, that I was feminine, and that I was worth feeling and having all of my desires. So my philosophy on beauty, what I discovered is that beauty is inside. It's how you treat yourself, it's how you nourish yourself, it's how you show up in every single moment to moment, every single situation. And it's an aura that you carry around yourself that other people feel when you walk into a room. So you can have the cover up, and you can have the gorgeous lips and the gorgeous hair and the blowouts and the eyeliner. But truly, if your magnetic field and your projection is clouded or in some way toxic, you're not going to radiate in the same magnetic way that you will if you feel and take care of yourself with that luxury. But don't get me wrong, I love tinting my brows. I have a great esthetician in LA. I get facials, I get my hair blown out, I get my nails done, and I love it. And I could tell you about all the amazing tricks that I love with my topical beauty routine. And I love a good organic face serum. I actually make one because I love it so much. It's called Ajai Alchemy. It makes men in a 20-mile radius swoon over you. I can promise you that. Everyone in LA is like, this stuff is kryptonite. It's really powerful. That all being said, let's get into the beauty rituals that will make you shine from the inside out. Because when your blood is clean and you're really operating from a place of feeling cleansed and nourished in your body, you feel great. And when you feel great, you act great. And when you act great in your business and your relationships, you really begin to have everything you've ever wanted. How you show up in one area of your life is how you show up in all areas of your life. So if you're showing up for yourself, you're showing up for your relationships, you're showing up for your work. And why these are beauty rituals? Because beauty on the inside is going to magnetically attract your beauty on the outside environment, your life, your home, your children, your relationships, everything. And no foundation can ever cover up a bad aura. If you're saying negative things to yourself, to your body when you're looking in the mirror, that's not acceptable. Look into the mirror and remind yourself how wonderful and beautiful you are, even if you don't feel it, because your body is listening, always listening. And I like to say that rituals are habits made holy. Let me repeat that. Rituals are habits made holy. You are holy, you are sacred. There is no one else in your body, with your soul in this world right now. You are here for a very precise reason. So treat yourself like that. Really show up for yourself, and your work will, I can't even explain how your work will change. It's profound. So let's get into these rituals. The first one, attitude of gratitude. Every morning when you wake up, thank yourself for the ability to spend another day on this planet, to give your gifts in your own profound way. So I'm going to take this a little bit deeper with you, because we're all here, we're all thankful, right? But what about looking into your own eyes in the mirror completely naked? It is petrifying at first, especially if you've been negative to your body in any way. But I call this a naked rebellion against perfectionism. Naked rebellion against perfectionism. Your curves are amazing. Your hair, your skin. You are a living creature. So one thing that I love to do, rather than just looking at the physical, is when I look into the mirror and I look into my own eyes, I say, thank you, eyes. Thank you for this ability to see into people's hearts. And to have this wisdom that I know what people are feeling, because I'm so present. Thank you, ears, for the ability to listen compassionately, to be able to listen to my own heartbeat, and to be listening to intuition and guidance. So that is a naked rebellion against perfectionism, looking into your own eyes. I like to get up in front of the mirror and dance and shake, because for so many years I loathed my own body. I hated the curves. I hated being a woman because I felt like I was overweight and not worthy of feeling loved in my life. So I would attract relationship upon relationship where I wasn't getting the nourishment that I needed, because internally it just wasn't there. So naked rebellion against perfectionism. Every day you thank every part of your body in the mirror. And that is the biggest and easiest way that you can start your day, with gratitude and beauty. So I cherish what I see. So really praise yourself for being in this body, in this planet. It doesn't have to be religious, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It's the simple act of saying thank you as you scan your entire body every day. No clothes and no makeup, just the raw, real deal. And number 2, as Michelle Obama says, get moving. Get moving. Whatever that means for you. I choose yoga, but there are so many ways to get moving. It can be jumping jacks. It can be getting on a rebounder, doing a good lymphatic flush. It can be doing a run. It can be doing a bike, a hike. There's so many ways that you can get moving. On a scientific level, because I'm a bioengineer and I'm really dorky about why this is all working, I really care. You're releasing oxytocin into your body and oxygen. And health cannot be terrible if you have oxygen in your body. You cannot live in a state of disease if you are oxygenating your body and flushing out toxins and chemicals and negative emotions. One of my teachers likes to say that sweat are your prayer beads. So allow yourself every day to get moving and release all the things that have been clogging you, all the stress from work, all the things that you didn't get done last year that are still on your mind. Because a healthy body is a beautiful body, and that doesn't mean any certain body shape. It means healthy in the way that you feel. So collagen production. There's a lot of hype about collagen right now, and I love it. I take powders, I take the face serums, but the truest way and the easiest way to get collagen production is to breathe. And there's some certain Kundalini yoga practices that I incorporate into thyroid yoga, and one of them I'll show you right now. Will immediately send collagen right into your body through RNA and sticky fibers, and I can go into a whole scientific explanation. Find me later and we'll talk even deeper. And collagen is so important for your beauty. It keeps your face toned. It keeps your body lubricated. So close your eyes again and place your feet onto the earth. And we're just going to do a quick exercise here to increase and stimulate your collagen so you feel an immediate effect. So with your feet onto the earth, close your eyes and place your palms face down onto your knees or your thighs. And as you inhale, through your nose, press your chest forward, lift your sternum, lift your chin. And as you exhale, round your spine, bow your head in towards your chest. So faster now, in and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So your back will be away from the chair, and you're really flexing the spine and starting to create an energetic flow through your inhale and exhale through your nose. And when you're home, you can do this on your hands and knees, and you can start to rapidly move this energy. And what this is doing is moving the cerebral spinal fluid from the base of the spine to the crown of your head. And it's really fast through the nose. And I know that you're in heels and that you might not be so comfortable doing it in this moment, but just to get a little experiment going, notice how you feel if you are starting to pulse. All right. Try that at home and give it your best shot. 3 minutes a day. What this is really going to do is stimulate the collagen production faster and really easier than using a serum alone. So this is going to really boost all of those properties of everything that you're already using. It's yogic science. There's a lot of research on it, and I'm happy to dive even deeper into that if you're a science type like me. The third ritual is adoring your senses. It's one of my favorites, actually, because I'm very sensual. And I love creating memories and smells to create an experience, an unforgettable experience. So you want to pounce on yourself in every moment. How beautiful is that? That desire, your own desire to pounce on yourself in every moment. So I like to say, fall in love with yourself. What would it feel like every morning to wake up and feel like that first time that you were falling in love? That is so beautiful. So beautiful. Because so often we loathe ourselves, or we have something that we're complaining about, or something's not right. But if you can wake up in the morning and create a sensory experience, adorning yourself in essential oils, there's an amazing selection of brands here, and serums, and products that are amazing to adorn on your body. Find what works for you. And something that I like to do is, for my business, create sensory experiences for things that you hate. For me, that's bookkeeping. I admit it. I don't want to look at my Google Sheets. I don't want to take care of my finances. But it's a key component of being a successful entrepreneur and a successful brand. So how do you make this experience more invigorating for yourself and more pleasurable? Have an essential oil blend that you use only for this purpose. Only for this purpose. And you're going to start creating a memory that this experience isn't so bad. And that balancing your books is a beautiful way for you to attract more money and more clients and more sales. Because you are actually enjoying this part of your business, and everything is currency, everything is energy flow. Number 4, nourish your body and your soul. How do you wake up in the morning? Are you looking at Instagram right away or seeking external validation? I know I did for so long, and I sometimes fall to the mercy of that. I mean, it's human. But if you wake up in the morning and your phone is still off, and you come to your yoga mat or your meditation cushion, and you adorn yourself and you adorn your senses, and you look into the mirror and you smile into your own eyes, and you start creating rituals for yourself in the morning, you're telling the world that you are worthy of that self-respect and that nourishment. It all comes back to feeling confident and carefree, and everyone wants to be surrounded by people that glow from the inside out. Not the people that are concerned with validation and the people that are self-deprecating and self-loathing. So really, you'll start to magnetize experiences in your life, business partnerships. You'll experience relationships in your life that magnetize toward you because you are operating from a place of feeling really secure within yourself and worthy of decadently treating yourself. My things are infrared sauna. I like to do float pods. I like to read a really good book. I turn off technology before bed, about an hour before bed, and I write poetry. And I turn off every electronic and I get out a journal. And I just get a nice pen and I let the words flow. And it's so cathartic. And you feel so beautiful when you can just be home within yourself and not looking for any other person to fill you up. So things like that can be free no matter how busy you are. You can be a mom, you can be a partner, you can be consumed with your business. But you can take 1 minute, I promise you, 1 minute out of your day and do something sweet for yourself. You can massage your own body. Beautiful. Find an essential oil product or a serum or some lotion that you absolutely love here today, and find that thing that lights you up and start doing it every single day and treat yourself with so much respect. The more times that you feel worthy throughout the day, the more others will feel that too. And you'll live in a place of self-worthiness and self-confidence and assurance. And that's going to really transform your business and your brand as well. Because as I mentioned before, how you live in your own body and your own skin is really connected to your brand. It's connected to your life. It's connected to your presence in all areas. People feel that, I promise you. I read energy and I can read when a brand is authentic and the founder is connected to her body and her products. I can feel that and I can see it. When you feel great, you act great. You make better decisions in your business. You say yes to partnerships and experiences that feel authentic, and you have the confidence to say no to things that don't. And that's okay, and that's beautiful, and you need to have that confidence, otherwise you're going to get exhausted by saying yes to every single thing. And I've been there, and I learned it, and it's self-depleting. So feel great, act great. And there's nothing more magnetic than someone who feels carefree and confident, 100%. Number 5, disconnect and reflect. This is most difficult for me. Really, really difficult. I admit that I love to go on Instagram at midnight. I love it. Who doesn't, right? It's really fun to see what everyone else did during the day, right? It's really fun to see if their day was better than yours. I'm not gonna lie. Or sometimes I'm like, my day was awesome. Let me just validate that and see how many likes I had. You know, it's really addicting. It's real, I admit it. So the hardest thing for me is to turn off an hour before bed. And why is this so important? Because you don't need anyone to validate you. You don't. You need to connect with your own self and operate from a place of true happiness, because from there, again, you feel beautiful. It all comes down to that. You feel beautiful, you act beautiful. It doesn't matter the numbers, the games. Don't worry. Trust me, spend more time on yourself and everyone feels it. So I was working online to the wee hours. I would say 1, 2 a.m. up until recently. And I was wondering why I had zero time to attract a loving relationship into my life. I would go on great dates, but nothing ever lasted. Why was that? Because I wasn't giving myself the nourishment and the validation in my own self that yes, I was worth it. That I had enough space in my life to attract something that was meaningful and lasting, and someone who shared the same values that I do. So really, really, really important. If you're waking up feeling groggy, and if you're really waking up feeling tired, and you're waking up feeling like you never finished the to-do list from the night before, the week before, the year before, make more space in your life by taking better care of yourself, and some of those items will begin to fall off the list. Because some of them aren't critical to your business, they aren't critical to your brand. And you'll begin to notice that the more and more that you nurture yourself first. So as I mentioned, to change my story, I changed the game. And what I started to do every night, instead of writing to-do lists, was writing, I achieved this list. Because everyone around me knows, or up until recently, that I'm the busiest woman in LA, where I live. Everyone around is like, Fern, you're so busy. Oh my God, I can't keep track of you. You're always traveling, you're doing this and this. I have no idea what you're up to. And it's getting really frustrating. And I realized that the reason that was happening was because it was true. So in order to make more space in my life and feel more beautiful and have a more beautiful aligned brand, my whole brand is around self-care and nourishment. So how could I be such a busy woman and feel depleted and have adrenal fatigue if I wasn't living and operating in a place of integrity? So I like to say, you nourish you. You nourish you. You first. So this is what I do before bed. Bonus points if you turn Instagram off and do this, because I have some clients, I won't name names, but I put them in this pose and they ask for their phone and then they go message and go on Instagram and I'm like, no, you can't do that. It's not gonna work. So you put yoga blocks under your lower back. You can get these on Amazon. You can get amazing face serums and lotion and adorn your body. And this post is amazing for the thyroid. If you have any thyroid imbalance or any adrenal fatigue or anything going on with your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, your digestive organs, your lungs, everything, this pose is the holy grail. I love it. Feet up on the bed, chin away from your chest, and breathe into all the areas that feel tight. So I'm going to recap those 5 beauty rituals. And I want to remind you again of why these are so important. Because the topical beauty will be enhanced when you already have that shine inside. Because that's something that can't be created. That glow comes from your inner self. It comes from that loving, that true loving. And I can tell you, there was a long time where I didn't accept myself. And there was a long time where I couldn't look in front of the mirror and say, I love you, in my own eyes and mean it. So you're saving grace so you can make more of a beautiful impact on this world that so deeply needs you to show up and be authentic and have a gorgeous brand and a gorgeous presence and show up as your most radiant, authentic self. Your saving grace is to do these 5 rituals, and you don't have to do them all at once. Tomorrow, start small. Start with 1. Ground yourself in the morning, meditate. Really be kind to yourself and what you say to yourself. Really important. It works fast. So the first one, just to recap, is an attitude of gratitude. Really important to look into your own eyes, naked rebellion against perfectionism. Stare at your entire beautiful body. If you say something negative, you say, I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, thank you. The second one is get moving. Whatever that means for you. Jumping jacks in front of the mirror. I do naked jumping jacks in front of the mirror right after number 1. So number 1 and then number 2, naked jumping jacks. The first couple times you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, it's gonna be really freaking uncomfortable. And that's amazing. Because how often do we allow ourselves? It's our body. We're living with this. Get used to it. It'll start to change because then the more that you say kind things to your body over the negative things like the cellulite or the flab or whatever the things are that you don't like, the more that you're kind to it, the more it's going to start to change. I work with so many women who have felt like they lost themselves in motherhood or in their careers. And when you can start to really look at yourself with appreciation, you start to know who you are. It comes back. And number 3 is adorn your senses. Make everything a sensual experience, whether that's essential oils, whether that's a decadent body scrub, whether that's, sitting with your coffee or your tea and actually sniffing it and really invigorating your senses with your food and nourishing and looking at your food while you're eating it. I mean, these are amazing ways to be present and then also bring more beauty into your life, more presence, more mindfulness. And disconnect and reflect. Obviously, very, very important to give yourself that time to write down your achievements from the day rather than your to-do list for the next day. So these 5 rituals are the most compassionate pieces of beauty technology available to each of us for free. For free. And I know they're challenging because we're not used to doing that. But again, I love beauty products. I mean, my cabinets are color-coded and I've got so many lip glosses and face serums, and I love getting my brows tinted and my hair blown out, and I love all of those things. But I won't feel good with all of those things unless I truly am nurturing myself. It's not about the makeup, it's not about the lashes, it's not about the facials. It's about the aura, it's about your radiance. Truly, that is your shine, your glow that gives you everything you need. So in my upcoming book, Beauty and the Thyroid, I'm writing an entire section on the science of beauty actualization because I'm so fascinated with it. And it's the art of projecting through your energy field into how you want to show up in the world. So first of all, knowing how you want to show up in the world and your brand, what your mission is, and then actually living it. Because it's one thing to say, I am this way, but if you're not authentically living that, people can see that and know that and feel that. So, ONG. ONG in Gurmukhi means the truth I am. It's one of the all-encompassing sound currents available to us. And on a scientific level, what this does is when you chant the word Om, your tongue hits the upper palate of your mouth that stimulates your pineal and pituitary glands. And what those do is release the T3 and the T4 hormones. The T3 and the T4 hormones are thyroid hormones. So if your thyroid is out of balance, you can try chanting every day, and it's actually going to stimulate the release of the hormones that have been trapped or locked or not efficiently balanced. Another great thing is the buzzing of the word Om stimulates your dermal and subdermal tissues. You're actually going to, over time, recognize that your face structure starts to change. I swear to you, it's yogic science. You can look more into it. Over time, doing Kundalini yoga and breath practices, my face structure completely changed. My eyes got brighter. The whites of my eyes got whiter. I always was photoshopping the sides of my chin in photos in high school because I thought my face was fat and I was ashamed. Kundalini yoga, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and the bone structure has actually shifted. It's really fascinating. So we're going to try it today. Your face structure isn't going to change in this minute that we do this, but over time you're going to start to really notice a difference in the collagen in your face and the structure of your face. And these practices might seem completely strange and woo-woo to you. That's okay. But notice over time, experiment, be your own case study and see what starts to happen here. So Om isn't religious. There's nothing you have to worry about with chanting it. It's stimulating, as I mentioned, the tongue hits the upper palate and you start to notice a vibration. So close your eyes once again. Let your feet rest onto the floor. Let your hands be nice and comfortable wherever they land. And we're going to chant this in a rolling Om, O-N-G. So I'm going to start, you'll start with me. And then you'll just keep going. So you'll go as long as you can and really feel that buzzing sensation. And then you're going to start again. You'll inhale and then you'll do another round. And then inhale and then do another round as long as you can and really hear the that buzzing, okay? It's silly, we're all doing it together. As loud as you can, because the more potent you want it to be, the louder you go. And really open your mouth, like make that oh sensation, okay? I'm doing it up on stage. You can do it in your seat. Take a deep breath in. Oh. Inhale one more time. Keep your eyes closed and just notice what you feel. The sides may be a little uncomfortable. Notice this feeling of the buzzing, the vibration, the stimulation of the dermal, subdermal tissues, the collagen around your face, the vibration around your throat, your thyroid, your parathyroid. If you're not used to noticing these places in your body, it's more reason to do this, because we are an integrated embodiment. And there's so much to learn about these vessels that we call home, and so much more beauty that can be really drawn out through these practices. You start to tonify, you start to strengthen the muscles, the tissue, the skin. It's science, you can actually feel it, you can notice a difference. The more and more you get comfortable, do this in your own home, in your own room in the morning, and you'll begin to get more and more attuned to these changes that happen instantly in your body. Your skin becomes bright, strong, supple, and creates even more radiance. It's a miracle. It's one of the practices I really dive home with my clients, especially women who have felt unheard or unable to express themselves or feel worthy of sharing their true voice with the world. So in your businesses, if you ever feel scared to speak your true mission, or if you're having trouble writing copy, or your social media posts don't have any depth, and you really want to figure out how to do this, you've got to open your mouth and start in your own privacy of your own home to chant, to hum. Because what this is doing is stimulating your 5th chakra. And that is the voice. That is the seat of communication. So getting comfortable with your own voice and who you are, you have a unique message. And that's going to start coming out. And in your relationships, the more and more you get comfortable for asking for what you want, with conviction, speaking from your navel center, your voice starts down here, not up here. So strengthening it from here, you'll start to get what you want in all areas of your life. And you'll start to become more and more powerful in all areas. So there you go. Totally different from what I looked like when I was about 15 years old, dressing up like an old man in my school dance. So I'll leave you with that, some Q&A time. I would love for you to pick my brain on anything that is going through your mind right now.
Hello, yeah, I wanted to ask you on that thyroid yoga, are you already doing that, or is it something you can find on YouTube or CD or DVD?
Yes, absolutely. So thyroid yoga is a method of yoga that I created when I was going through all my thyroid symptoms, and doctors weren't able to help. They were like, here, take this pill. And I was like, well, this sucks. I feel terrible. And I was gaining all this weight and feeling really crummy in my body. So thyroid yoga is a blend of yoga, meditation, breathwork. My website is www.thyroid.yoga. I have free content on there. I have videos, I have guided meditations, I have recipes. I have videos on YouTube, and also courses and trainings. I train teachers now all over the world who'd like to learn thyroid yoga. And I do it virtually as well as in person. And I have clients all over the world that I also talk to virtually in video chat as well, and guide you through yoga sequences. So if that's something you're interested in as well, thyroid.yoga, and come talk to me after. I'll give you my info. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
I'm like one of your biggest fans. I use the Ajai oils, and they have really changed my life. But about thyroid yoga, so when you developed the sequence and really started to practice thyroid yoga, how long did it take you before you really started to see change in your body respond? Because I think sometimes people, we hear about it and we're really excited, and then we start practicing, and most people stick with something for a short time and don't see the results they're looking for, and so they kind of take it off. Like, what's realistic for someone who's really looking to dive into their resources?
Yes. Thank you so much for being here, first of all, and I love that everything has been life-changing for you so far, too. So, with any practice, I say 40 days is a great time to really notice differences and show up every day, 40 days, doing your rituals. Because you need to, number one, be consistent, and number two, have an end time and a goal to actually track changes. So 40 days is usually a really good time. You might even notice it in 2 weeks. So it can be very fast the more and more you're consistent. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we can continue later, but off the stage, thank you so much for.
Thank you.
Can I hug you?
Yes! Thank you.
She's good energy.
It feels so good to hug her.
Thank you so much for being here, for your time. And if you have any questions, you're here, right?
I'm here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank
Fern
you.
Olivia.